Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and today we're diving into the world of Fallout. Recently, fans have unearthed a chilling secret in the latest TV show that's not only spine-tingling but also intriguing. There are hints of a potential announcement coming this November. We'll also be taking a look at some recent reactions from the developers regarding the Fallout New Vegas canon debate. But that's not all. We have a lot more to discuss, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Let's begin by discussing the latest secret from the Fallout TV show. Before we dive any further, I want to assure you that this will be a spoiler-free video. I won't be talking about the story in depth or really revealing anything that could potentially spoil the show. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this first image. Right away, you're going to see this and be like, man, that's kind of funky. Why is it cut in half? And the reason for that is to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. Anyways, down below you can see that there is this number which says call now 21325-VAULT. Surprisingly, some fans have actually sent a text message to that number and have called it as well. It's kind of creepy, so I will let you know soon enough when I do start to play the audio. I mean, it gets pretty intense, but let's go ahead and take a look at this post right here. This Fallout Reddit member named Silly Tallman said, I text 21325-VAULT. Crazy enough, this is what he got in response. Thank you for texting Vault Tech. The next available appointment is 33 weeks from now. Please stand by. Reply Y to get reoccurring marketing and other texts from Fallout and agree to community terms and privacy. Yada yada yada, rates may apply, you know the whole gist. So right there, if you do text that number, they will send you back a message like this. Basically, in 33 weeks, you will receive an update. And by the way, that should be sometime in November, maybe the first or second week, you should receive a status update. If you're curious as to what happens when you reply with Y, this is what they say in response. Congratulations, we may or may not be in touch if an appointment becomes available. Text stop to stop, help for help. You can also see that there is now a Fallout contract, and someone here in this Reddit forum had asked, what does that contract say? And this Reddit user had responded with, by participating in the program and securing your position in the vault, Vault-Tec shall assign to you a vault of their choosing, based on your information and backdrop submitted in form. Forms must be accurate to ensure total security in the vault. Vault-Tec does not hold responsibility for any mishaps that occur during the assignment process and distribution process of potential vault dwellers. Vault-Tec evacuation protocols must be followed to the letter to safely ensure that vault dwellers are safely distributed into their assigned vaults. Vault dwellers may not flee to another vault they have not been assigned to during the evacuation process. By agreeing to these terms and conditions, the potential vault dweller agrees that they are now property of Vault-Tec Corporation, that they shall do as they please with. Alrighty, so if you're feeling up to it and you would like to be a Vault-Tec contestant, I guess, of some sort, then go ahead and send them a message and agree to it. That right there is the fun part. Now, the horrifying part is when you decide to call them. Yeah, no joke. Let's go ahead and take a look at this right here. Now, I do want to give you guys a fair warning here. If you guys are terrified of like sounds or people screaming in a horrifying way, then just please disregard this part. But yeah, here you go. This is what happens when you do call that number. And as you can tell from that phone call that they're just having a lovely time over there in that vault, possibly having some smoothies, a nice back massage, getting those knots out, all that good stuff. No, somebody there is getting tortured, somebody is getting murdered, somebody's getting murked, actually. And yeah, that's what happens when you decide to call that number. And to be honest with you guys, I like this. I like this quite a lot. It gives you something to look forward to. Possibly it's an announcement for season 2, or maybe there is something else that's going to be announced. Fallout 5 trailer, Fallout 5 release date. Maybe that's all too soon, right? It has to be. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are your opinions on this? Do you believe there is going to potentially be a Fallout Season 2 announcement, or Maybe it's an announcement for a game. We are now going to move forward and talk about this right here, which is a huge discussion amongst many fans, and that is whether or not Fallout New Vegas is canon or not. Josh Sawyer, the director of Fallout New Vegas, had this to say over on Twitter. Canon this, canon that, can the Brotherhood put some straps on the big bags that the squires have to carry? And that right there is his hilarious response to it all. If we continue forward here, we can see this response from Emil, the video game designer over at Bethesda. This is what he had to say. Occasionally, I'll read something to the effect of, he doesn't give about the lore. That is such an insane statement. Just ask the people I've annoyed over the years with my hardcore adherence to the canon. Then Emil continues on, the show to me is something of an impossibility. Not that it got made, but that Jonathan Nolan and the company have captured the essence of Fallout so well. Beyond the exciting, often humorous cautionary tale, it challenges us to question what it means to be alive. Then this user on Twitter says, thank you for holding down the fort. So is New Vegas canon or not? Emil responds with, of course it is. We've never suggested otherwise. There you go. It has officially been confirmed that it is canon. And by the way, it sounds a bit ridiculous saying that because, again, I feel like we all kind of knew this, but it's been officially confirmed, I guess. So there you go. That is pretty much the answer to it. And to be fair, this is going to be quite upsetting. A lot of people have been discussing the whole NCR, New Vegas, canon, all this stuff. But you guys got to know that this right here is pretty much how it was supposed to be. If you guys do recall, Jonathan Nolan did say that it would be a fool's errand to please fans. And it appears that right now fans are upset either or. It's so confusing. It seems odd. The reason why I say that is because as a fan, I was pretty satisfied with it. They included all the core things that you would see from Fallout. Stim packs, rataways, Brotherhood of Steel, ghouls, and even the Vault Boy as the bobblehead. You know, like, come on. There's pretty much everything. And to be fair, who cares if it's canon? I don't. I'm okay with it if it's Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, and then so on, you know, further up. It's not a big deal for me. And I know some of you, that might be shocking because you're like, well, aren't you a Fallout fan? You need to care about this stuff. It just seems a bit too ridiculous for me personally. It really does. But let me know what you think about all this down below in the comments section. Let's have a great discussion about it. What we have here is another tweet that was just mentioned recently, and this is by Emil again. This is what he had to say. Given the great vibes recently and the millions of amazing Fallout fans, that's you, I feel like the time is right to finally share an unknown link between Fallout 1 and Fallout 4. Remember Fallout 1 opening movie? Annexation of Canada? Same guy. No, not the shooter. And yeah, I'm about done with Twitter now. I think I have had my mind blown finally right here. So as you can tell right there, Emil has confirmed that that same dude from Fallout 1 is the same person in Fallout 4, which is just bonkers, man. Really crazy to know that. There were some hilarious comments down below. For example, this user says, so bro was complicit in a war crime. Then another user comments, it's not a war crime if you win. And then lastly, it's not a war crime if it's for America. Wow. Wild stuff to know, but yeah, if you guys did not know about that, there you go. Now, Emil did create another post 2 hours later on Twitter, and this is what he had to say. Oof, I wanted to share what I thought was a cool Fallout tidbit without realizing how divisive it might be. I should have. I get dumb when I get excited, and I get excited a lot. Not every bit of Fallout info I share is automatically canon. Nate is not a war criminal. When you're world and character building, you have a lot of headcanon. You're always sorting ideas. Early on, we talked about that being Nate in that video. He had been through hell as a soldier. Every day was another unknown horror. This was one of them. So eternally, it was a cool nod to OG Fallout and a way to fictionally frame the character. It wasn't shared with the player because it was never meant to be who you think Nate is. For a player, Nate's soldier past is whatever you think it is. That is canon. And as you can tell right there, Emil tried to go back on what he had said previously and kind of fix things up, but it turns out that it didn't work out too well for him. And last but not least, we have to talk about this because the next gen update is going to completely break this next huge mod called Fallout London. Fallout London was originally scheduled for release on April 23rd. However, due to the next gen update that is set to be released on April 25th, the launch has been postponed. The update is expected to cause compatibility issues with many of the features added by the London team. Once the patch does go live, these issues will need to be addressed as quickly as possible. Additionally, the game may not run immediately after these fixes, as the script extender will also require an update as well. And if you can imagine, this right here did not set well with fans. A lot of people were upset about it, but at the same time, this is going to be a great update for you guys on Xbox and PlayStation. With all that being said, let me know what you think about everything we have talked about in today's video. If you have any questions, comment down below as well. Subscribe, turn those notifications on, follow my Twitter, follow Discord, all that good stuff. Thank you guys once more, and I'll see you all in the next video.